Grappling Hour is brought to you by Luda athletic support items created by grapplers for grapplers. Fire Grub Meal Prep. Meal prep done right.
Yeah. Check it out.
Hey, what's up, friends? It is your friendly neighborhood podcaster, Ralph Esparza, coming to you live right now on a Sunday evening. Now, I know some of you on the East Coast, you might be going to bed. That's perfectly fine. You can wake up and watch this tomorrow morning, or if you're now up, you're up. So you're up for the next few minutes. What I'm bringing to you guys today is a long-awaited recap of all things WWEBJJ. But of course, I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Luda and to Fire Grub Meal Prep, because they were a big part of the reason that we were able to do so many fun things with this year's WWEBJJ. And I also want to give a big shout out to our good friends over at Dodgy Collective. And at the end of the show, you will see me again live telling you who won this year's contest. And some of you might find it to be almost unbelievable, but we thought a good way to recap that was to show you all of the entries, including some of the fun skits that I also recorded with my arch nemesis Milton Aguayo and the good folks from 10th Planet Van Nuys. So anyway, that's what we've got here on the show today. If you guys are enjoying it, loving it, liking it, do me a solid. If you would just go ahead and share this with your friends, your family members, tag people if you want to. But of course, we love it if you guys follow us at Grappling Hour on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. And this is actually being simulcast on our YouTube page and our Twitter as well as our Facebook right this second. So I don't really care where you're watching it. I just hope that you are watching it and that you enjoy it. So anyway, without any further ado, why don't we take a look at the year that was for this year's WWEBJJ week. And I want to say, before we even go to these submissions, thank you to everybody who took the time to go ahead and submit one of these videos. I know it's ridiculous. I know it's hilarious, and for I think this is the third year in a row, we've had over 100,000 views on these videos. Thanks to you guys. I don't know what it is, but every time we put the bat signal out there, we get so many great submissions, so I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you back in a little bit. But for right now, I hope you guys enjoy what we are calling a look back to this year's WWEBJJ. See you back in a few.
You okay? My back. I think it's spinal.
That's okay, don't worry, dude. I got something for you. Product.
Huh?
Oh. Hey, it's so right! Look at this! This really helps you to actually, correct your back. I mean, you've been taking sharpshooters for years. I think you could probably use this. Have you ever used one of these?
I've never used one. What do I do?
Dude, it's so great. I use it for like my lower hips right here. I get there. You can put as much pressure as you want. It hurts, but it actually relieves a lot of stress that you get, and then you can start warming up and go on the train, dude. Give it a try. Oh, that hurts, yeah. You can also do it with your psoas. Just gonna put it down here, and then you just don't think about how much it hurts, but it's so good. Yep. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, that hurts. It's great. I promise you. I think we're good on break. You want to go back?
Yeah, I think I'm ready to go
back
again.
on it. How is it? Is that better?
Much better. Oh, much better.
Já está, Luís.
Foi mal, Pereira. Foi divertida, deu para passar a técnica, está tudo compreendo. Ninguém se malou, ninguém se odeia.
Opa, e a escola? Achas?
A escola é fixe. Não tem nada a reclamar, está tudo a correr bem. Está tudo bem.
Key is when you sit here, you're gonna your leg goes kind of forward. I fall to my hip and I put this arm at a 45-degree angle there. It doesn't go straight back. He grabs the leg, I jam, hand inside, step, and now I'm gonna shot put. And see, I land in the perfect finish. You don't want to be here and go straight back, where you end up having, now it's like, now let's see, now he's trying to get up, I'm trying to get up, now we're in a battle.
All right, guys, tonight we're gonna do a little guard pass in the gi. We're gonna start out and we're gonna step up in the end. Wait a second.
It's WWEBJJ week. Yeah!
Wait, what?
Oh my god!
Hey man, Johnny. Last year, I'm sorry, but two things happened. You tried to take my eye out.
Really?
Yeah, and I said, I got light, and it was WrestleMania week. So, I got very excited. So right now, let's just have peace. Peace. Keep filming. Unbelievable. You're gonna be humbled. You do this again?
That's a good pass, Milton. That's really good. I love when white belts do that pass. Damn, son. You're moving so fast. I thought diamonds don't crumble under pressure, Milt. Yo, dude, that's really good, man. I love the fact that you're trying leg locks. They look really good. Yeah, you must have been watching the introduction to Danaher's DVD.
Ralph, shut your pussy mouth up.
Do you even know who you're talking to right now? Oh, you know what? I forgot. Aren't you fighting May 11th?
I am, sir.
That means you can't have certain kind of foods, right? You know what I mean? Like gummy bears, one of my favorite foods, because I know how much you love them, dog.
You're a little bitch, Ralph.
Whoa! What the shit? Whoa!
I'm going to turn my back to you right now. If you want to stick together and make this thing work, when I turn around, we're going to shake hands.
They need each other. You know that.
Sounds fair to me.
They need each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rockers!
Told you.
Glad to see that.
Told you.
Tag team specialists.
See, one without the other isn't any good. Oh, I knew he was going to do that.
Are you kidding? What a despicable act that was.
No! Oh, my God. Oh, he's hurt. A plate glass window.
Oh, look at that. He's busted wide open.
Rockers are history. 1 week away. Is he going to be ready for the Royal Rumble?
KCQ, Strong Heart, BJJ. So we're talking about some single leg X defense. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab the guy's ankle, we're going to grab the guy's knee, okay? We're going to try to pop it off. Really? Relax, I thought we talked about this, man. So we're going to grab the ankle and grab the knee. We're going to pop it off, and I guess no one ever really learned.
I'm sick of always being sharpshooters. Carrying that
Alright, so here's a good spider guard defense I've been working on. So he gets his feet in. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab the pants. I'm going to take 2 steps back. And then from here,
Someone go pick that up. Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that we are getting some late-breaking news right now. For more, let's go to our announcer, Michael Muffler. Ladies and gentlemen, based off the recommendation of our guest referee, Rich Leroy, the following contest is now a triple threat match. Because apparently they couldn't do it at WrestleMania. And now, let's come as close as possible to murder!
Wait. Why are you adding a third person to the match?
Because I can. That's what happens.
Seriously? Fight. One, two. One, two. One, two. One, two. I melted.
Fellas.
Wait, what do you mean?
Co-champions.
Fellas, there's no such thing as co-champions.
Congratulations.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's.
What do you mean co-champions?
Hey, that's the rules, bud.
What do you mean that's the rules?
I don't make up the rules.
What do you mean you don't make up the rules? You're literally the ref.
Co-champ.
That's not co-champ. Here. Hey, wait. You come back with that. What do you mean co-champions?
Here. You want to see the proof?
Yeah, I'd like to see the proof,
Watch
please.
this video.
Ah.
See here?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the top. But here's him. You see?
Oh my gosh.
See the submission?
Yeah.
You see the submission?
Yeah, that's mine.
Mutual
Okay.
submission.
No,
Two.
but no, not
Yeah,
there's no such
mutual
thing as
champion.
mutual submission.
Mutual
There's
champion.
no such thing as mutual
Co-champion.
No,
Co-mutual champion.
there's no co-mutual
Yes,
champion.
right
We're not
here. You
co.
see, this is
What?
We have a real champion.
Fuck you, Raph. I'm the champ, biatch.
Travis with WWEBJJ. What we're doing this week is also a guard. So, I want to get my grips. I want to set. I want to twist.
No, coach, that's not how we do it.
What, jabroni?
That's not how we do it.
The Rock says, The Rock says, The Rock says, The Rock says.
お前はもう死んでいる。何？
Oh shit, out of nowhere. Bam! Look at this kill, look at this kill. Watch out, watch out, watch out!
WWEBJJ Week 2019. Here we go, Killer Bays! I'm telling you!
Hey Raph, it's WWEBJJ Week. I'm gonna help you out as a pro wrestler 5 years. I lock up a bird. I'm in the over-under. He's so strong. I hit my duck under. I lift. We're here. Ah, we do the horror. I go for the pin. He kicks out. No worries. Pick him up here. I got him right where I want him. Fix my hands. Now that, my friends, is just incredible.
I'm going to put my hands on the hips, try to balance them, hip escape, with the foot, and grab. And sometimes I can get the feet.
There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees.
Go.
I'm going to show you one of my favorite mount escapes to submissions with me being a smaller guy. I use this a lot. So
My partner Dugan will mount me. If he's leaning up like this, being lazy, we're gonna bridge, surprising, scoot in, go through, and then finish.
So, as you may see, there were a lot of great submissions that we had this year. It's funny to me because, especially as we're looking back at some of them, I forgot which ones really made me laugh a lot. And I got to admit, every year we put it out to you guys and we say, come up with something that you think is funny, that you think people enjoy. And without fail, there's always one or two that connect with people that people message me about, or they say like, hey, I didn't know this is WWEBJJ week, in which I say, you knew. I made it pretty damn clear that we were going to be doing that. But every year, though, we get so many submissions that make us laugh, and myself and Kevin had a chance to look over a number of these over at Verbal Tap, so we wanted to acknowledge which ones will take home the prize. But before we did so, I thought we'd do something kind of cool. We've never done this on the show. We've never used anything that says this sort of material, but we're actually going to do the Grappling Hour world premiere of the aftermath of what happened between myself and Milton. As I'm sure you saw during those clips there, Milton and I had a little bit of it's not like a falling out, we just have a permanent feud. I don't really like him, I don't really respect him, and obviously he is fighting next week at LXF, Lights Out Extreme Fighting, over in Burbank. That's May 11th. You can go get tickets from 10th Planet Van Nuys. Don't get them from him. Like, say you're going to go there to support somebody else, like Jordan or, JJ Buckner, but not Milton. Anyway, but we decided to go ahead and premiere the version that maybe you haven't seen yet on this episode right now. So we're going to bring it to you right this second. Hope you guys like this.
Previously on WWEBJJ.
Oh.
Co-champions.
Fellas, co-champion.
One piece video. Okay, here's the top, but here's him.
Oh, my gosh. There's no such thing as being
co-champion. Right
We're not
here. You see, this is
what?
You rap, I'm the champ, biatch!
It's my fucking gym. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Fucking peasants. Man, fucking handle this.
Yo, you know that 50% of that right there, that's my belt that you were wearing right now.
I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
I do know what I'm talking
You
about.
absolutely do not. Nah, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Raph. That's what I fucking thought.
Nobody disrespect the champ. Remember that. Just recognize who you're talking to. Talk to the champ.
Better fucking recognize.
Talk to the champ.
I'll see, Milton. You thought you had your security detail. I've had security detail this whole time, son. See? Art. You know, that's almost so good. I almost want to... Let me see. Here's a nice thing that I can do on this. I can actually... let me see. There's a nice little setting on here that I think that allows me to do what is called picture-in-picture, is what I believe the kids call it. And if that is the case, show picture-in-picture. Here we go. That allows me to go ahead and move. So let's say I go back to this clip and we go ahead and actually go over to the file where Raph confronts Milton.
Previously on WWEBJJ.
Oh,
co-champions.
fellas, co-champion.
One Piece video. Okay, here's the top, but here's him.
Oh my gosh. There's no such thing as neutral.
Right
We're not
here. You
co-
see, this is
What?
You rap, I'm the champ, biatch!
Here's a nice thing about this. You know, you get the opportunity to see what Milton became with this championship. You know, the championship seemed to went to his head a little bit.
Fuck you think you're doing?
It was unfortunate because you really look at this and you see that he thought he had security detail that was going to help him out. Why he was wearing 2 pairs of glasses, I'm not exactly sure, but I think he thought it was a cool thing to do. If you ask me, he looks like an idiot with it. And of course, you walk around and you see he can't even finish people. He becomes more of a points fighter. So he has to rely on his backup team to go ahead and walk him through this. I mean, if anything, it's like a true cautionary tale, like a Rocky.
Yo, you know
I just happened to be there and I decided to go confront him.
I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
I do know what I'm talking
You
about.
absolutely do not. Nah, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Raph. That's what I fucking thought.
We'll see.
Nobody disrespect
Kev
the
is
champ.
stronger
Remember that.
than usual, but
Recognize who you
we
talking
had
to.
planned it out
Talk
so
to the
that it
champ.
could hit me
Better
in a
fucking
certain
recognize.
way
Talk to the champ.
that I wouldn't really get hurt because we wanted to surprise Milton. We had to make it look convincing.
See, Milton, you thought you had your security detail. I've had security detail this whole time,
This
son.
is magic. This is the best part. You can just watch that on a replay all day. You know, in fact, let's watch it again. Let's make sure we see that. Look, that's Milton dying. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm going to watch that one more time. This is the best part. Okay, so this is how you can tell they're a good tag team. They literally have teamed out perfectly their finishing move, which is a razor's edge and a top leg drop together. And of course, that is Milton getting wrecked. So, you know, I guess you guys can go see, yeah, look, he's going to be fighting, blah, 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 May 11th, whatever. Anyway, that's not important. What is important is that the belt is rightfully returned to me where it should be. I'm a little disappointed because, you know, the thing I didn't do on all of this, I had a graphic for it. I actually spent time before we went live on this. We were supposed to use this thing. I spent time creating a graphic that says Grappling Hour World Premiere. And then we were going to put the video on after that. But I forgot to do that, so... Anyway, I had to show it to you because I had to make something worth using those things before. So I bet a lot of you guys are watching this now, and especially if you're some of the people who have made these videos, you're wondering who, what, where, when, and why on the winners. I'll be happy to go over those in just a second. So just to let you know how things went, we decided to give us some prizes. And one of the first prizes we'd like to acknowledge this year is one from our friends over at Fire Grub Meal Prep. And the winner of this prize is going to get 1 week worth of meals from Fire Grub Meal Prep. And the winner of that, it was actually myself and Kevin deciding who had the best submission in Datch Gi. And that goes to John Evans with his Octopus Stretch submission that you guys can see again right here. This is what I enjoy about this one. You can definitely see that Vinny, he seems confused by the ability to hit these moves. And he doesn't know he's getting into a series of chains. It's almost kind of like, you know, one of those splits going into a series of arm locks and chokes that just don't seem fun. And if you ask me, I mean, Vinny just seems helpless is really what it is. WWEBJJ can be a very confusing thing to a number of people. But of course, the foot stomp for good measure. And I think he actually ended up hurting Vinny, which, you know, I don't really feel too bad about. Vinny is, you know, that's how you learn. I don't think Vinny's a believer of the WWEBJJ, but I think he is now. So congratulations to John Evans for his Octopus Stretch. You'll be getting 1 week worth of meals from our good pals over at Fire Grub Meal Prep. Now we should talk about elections and why it is important to vote. So what we did as kind of a thing to make things interesting this year, and we've never done this before, but we actually put this year's winning to a vote. And I know we say to you guys, like, voting for the real elections, nobody really does it. And sometimes people say it's because they're lethargic, but sometimes people think that their votes can't make a difference. So I'll tell you one fact, and then I'll tell you another that may seem to sway the way that you're thinking about this. But when I tell you guys that this year, our response was very, very good, to the point where I was a little surprised that we got this many people to come in and vote. So let's start with fact number 1, which is telling you guys exactly how many people voted in this year's WWE BJJ submission voting. And that number, my friends, believe it or not, it's what we have here. But this number for this year was 15,146 votes. I shit you not. It was intense. I noticed that the leads would go back and forth for certain days. So we definitely were surprised by that number, if we're being honest. And I'm actually trying to pull it up here, but it's not actually coming up. So stay with me on that one. But 15,000 votes came in, and if you ask me, that's pretty impressive. So thank you to everybody who did vote. Of course, when I say that we had that many people coming in to vote, period, that does kind of maybe tell you that a lot of people voted, and there were definitely 2 submissions that seemed to get the most votes. So just to give you an idea of where those 15,000 votes went between, this one right over here, and I'm just going to overlay it, and you guys will see it over there, that was from our good friends Kaminari, our friends from Germany, I believe, who submitted that crazy video that we'll re-show again. They got 7,618 votes. That's a lot, y'all. So that was impressive. This is where it gets a little weird because I want to mute that one. The next vote getters, they didn't just get 15,000. That's not right. There should be one more. The folks who are coming in second place are the good folks over from Kansas City, Missouri, who themselves got 7,391 votes. So let me just move over here to the side just to give you an idea of what we're working with here, people. So if you do the math on this one real quick, that's a difference of just over 200 votes. That's insane. I definitely didn't expect that to happen. So we had to kind of change the way we're doing the prizes this year because of that very, very real and close area. We had put a cutoff about a week after everybody sent in all their submissions, and we finished doing it all up, and we put it to a vote. And at the end of it, the Kaminari people had enough beyond 51%. However, you guys just kept voting because we didn't close it down. So we were just interested. And at that point, we went from about 12,000 to about, I think we went up again another 300 or so, or 3,000. It just got insane. So what we're doing, thanks to our sponsors, is we're actually going to acknowledge both of these folks with prizes. So our friends from Dodgy Collective will be sending a care package over to our friends who submitted this video and took home second place, just so you guys know that.
Hey man, Janet. Last year, I'm sorry, but 2 things happened. You try to...
Here's what I really love about these guys when they submit a video, is that you get our good friend Frost, who really gets into the character. He really has no problem channeling a little bit of inner rage with himself, which I'm all about. But this slam in particular, let's go back here and kind of do this. This slam is what did it for me. When I saw him pull in this much and land a perfectly executed body slam, I thought, yo, these guys are for real. The chair shots feel authentic. They feel a little scary. But of course, some of you kids know this as the accolade. But if you know and do your homework properly, it is actually the camel clutch. So we definitely appreciate the way that our good friend Frost and Karen put this together. They're badasses. We thank them for their contribution. So we got that going on that side. All right. So you may be asking yourself, who were the people who won this year's submissions? That, my friends, is going to go in just a second. But we want to give a special honor for our 3rd place recipient, which is the folk that Kevin and I thought had the best execution of a storyline. And that is from our good friends over at Chops and Chops MMA, which we will watch right now. So it's kind of super creative the way that they overlaid the amazingly iconic Heartbreak Kid super kicking Marty Jannetty, launching the number of conversations between friends and fans alike that says, are you the Marty Jannetty or are you the Shawn Michaels in your friendship? But here's the best part. The hand raise, and then the turn. This is what's so heartbreaking. It's just so hard to watch, you know what I mean? Because they had such a great friendship. They're partners with this gym, Chops and Chops. You feel like they should get along a little bit. No. God damn it. And it's just the arm. Like, why is he going to... Of course, what's he going to tap? What is that going to do? There's no referee here. And then breaking it a second time... I think we as the audience embody what is going on right there. It's heartbreaking. Heartbreak Kid. I don't know. Anyway. So that is our friends. They will be receiving complimentary shirts from Verbal Tap very soon in the mail. And of course, our winners for this year. I'm going to watch it with you, but I hope you understand that... normally I can provide you some sort of insight that maybe you would get from looking at it as I'm in the picture-in-picture. I honestly don't know that I can provide you any more context than what you're seeing with me, but let's see if we can get through it together. This, again, is our winners of this year's WWE BJJ competition, not only in the fan vote, but also from us here at the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you this batshit submission from Kaminari. Let's go. Okay, so the details in this one are what do it for me. You got the crazy punching, you've got the olive branch being fanned down, the drop kick right into the match, which, you never really hear the match get officiated and start off properly. That's a great front row into that, by the way. But the ref comes in, so it's all the small details. You got a choke slam, and then this is why we talk about the importance of keeping a good guard, kids. And of course, there's the low blow, which honestly I didn't even catch until this most recent viewing. And then the sound effects are money, the second chance theater here, the iconic imagery that they put in, the use of the ring, and of course, the Imanari into the knee bar finish, which again gives us a tap out. So I think this guy wins twice. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, do you understand the difficulty of our jobs? We get all of these wonderful submissions, and then we're supposed to pick them apart and try to figure out who won. I think you guys won. That's all I've got for you. We had these amazing submissions. We had amazing productions. We had so many things, more than you could ever imagine. So I'm very happy to announce that all of the folks that we just showed right now, the good folks from Chops and Chops MMA, the good folks over from our friends over from Kansas City, Missouri. I think that's where they're from. Have to correct me. All the Midwest starts to be the same once you've left it. And then, of course, our good friend John Evans over at BJJ Breakdown, who put the Octopus Stretch, are getting complimentary prizes, but are big winners this year for everything batshit and everything beautiful about WWE BJJ Week. I think they exemplified it. So we will be sending out those prizes in a little bit. I hope you guys understand. It may take a little bit to get to you because guess what? The mail, and we're taking the super slow version, so you will get it. But I wanted to say thank you publicly to everybody who contributed, but especially those guys who really went the extra mile. And if you are so angry that you didn't get picked, first of all, calm the fuck down. Second of all, I think that means that you need to bring it next year for your submission to WWE BJJ Week. Everybody knows WWE BJJ Week starts the week before WrestleMania. So get started on it right now. When you know when WrestleMania 36 is, you know when WWE BJJ Week is. In fact, I will look it up with you right now, right this second, just so that you are prepared. Because I don't want people telling me, like they do every year, oh, I didn't know that was this week. Because it's annoying as fuck. And if you're me and you see these people going like, oh, I could have beaten that, I'm like, well, prove it. If you could have beaten it, just fucking have submitted something that would have been an actual good presentation. So that's all I'm saying to you guys is, if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man, is I guess what we're getting around to saying in our roundabout way. So here's what we've got for you guys. WrestleMania is going to be Sunday, April 5th. So the week before that is going to be when WWE BJJ week, which now if I look at a calendar, and this is compelling television, but I feel the need to do it, because if I don't do it now, you won't do it in the future. That means if WrestleMania is on the 5th, next year's WWE BJJ week will begin on March 29th. So, March 29th, 2020, mark those calendars off now. We will already be looking to crown some new winners. And again, thank you to everybody who submitted. If you are not following us over on Grappling Hour, you got to do so right now. You got to do so on Twitter. You got to do so on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. We have been streaming this live on our Periscope, aka our Twitter, at Grappling Hour. We've been streaming it live over on our YouTube and on our Facebook. So you have no excuse for whatever platform you like watching us best on to not be following us on one of those. Anyway, kids, again, to the 15,000 votes that we got for this year's submissions, thank you guys so much for really, really going out of your way to do something super amazing and funny. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for me here over at the show. Again, cannot say thank you enough. And of course, before we sign on out of here, I think the last thing I'm going to do is, if I can find the file, I'm going to sign off with just a little way of saying, hey guys, if you're not following our social media, go do it on this one. Because you kids are good. You keep me young, So we're really hoping that you guys come through, you enjoy what you're seeing here on Grappling Hour. We're going to have more live episodes this week. And more importantly, if you guys ever have any notes you want to give us, just hit us up at any of the aforementioned areas. Before we leave, I'm going to give you guys a clip from this week's show. I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll be right back after this clip. If you guys are not catching up on his podcast, go do so right now. It is The Gospel of Fire. It is also an accompanying book that you guys need to go out and get. Read it. I just want you guys to know it's important that you read. I get very concerned about my audience sometimes. I know who you are. I read my demographics very closely. I get very, very nervous when I see how lazy you are. I love you guys, but read a goddamn book. And if you're going to read
listening one, okay? Audible?
Yeah. Oh, do you have an Audible book for that?
No, I don't, but is listening okay? Because I don't read shit. I don't do as well.
No, don't rude that. No, listen, that was a good plug for literacy.
But hold on. I know, but it doesn't work for me, Rob. I'm sorry. Like, I just have to ask. Like I don't retain the information. You want to cut the podcast?
No, I'm not gonna cut right now. I'm not going to cut right now. This is too real. I'm going to tell you
this. No. Done.
At the end of the PSA, you don't have Captain Planet who just goes, I don't really put my shit in the recycle bins, if I'm being honest, kids. But you guys, be a star. Hi, everybody. I'm here with EBI's winner. He was in top form tonight. I'm really excited about this interview. Lachlan Giles. It's actually Craig Jones. Remember? I told you before the interview. Oh, sorry, Krieg. I'm not going to lie to you. I did not watch your match. I was watching Gordon flex backstage. Wow. Thoughts? Yes. Makes me giggle like a little schoolgirl every time. Yes, super hunky. So I watched your DVDs, Craig. They'll be releasing soon. Care to share with the people what to expect? I'm really surprised you were able to get a hold of those. I guess I can tell you the story. I was young and broke, and this guy promises me the world, and of course I'm going to fall for it. I did some things in those DVDs that I'm not proud of, and some things that I'm actually very proud of. But at the end of the day, $20 is $20. I was talking about the BJJ instructional DVDs, Craig. Oh, right, yeah, I was just kidding about that other stuff. You really weren't kidding, were you? I feel strongly that I should segue. You've got this dope, sick-ass tattoo. It's all purpley and shit. I actually have one right here of Bon Jovi. I love Bon Jovi. What's your tattoo's meaning to you, Craig? So it's an octopus fighting a mermaid. Classic. And obviously the octopus's tentacles are snakes. I know what you're thinking. Wouldn't the snakes drown? Yes, but it's a metaphor for never putting snakes into the ocean. And that I wish I was a mermaid. Real shit? I'd give up BJJ to be a mermaid at the Wiki Wachi Sprigs. Going back to the snake thing, that really wasn't a metaphor. Anyway, I'm anxious to get back there and see if Gordon is flexing. Any closing thoughts? Me too. Regarding the drowned snakes metaphor, it definitely is a metaphor. Like I said, never throw snakes into the sea because you just lost all your snakes. Fair enough. Thanks so much, Lachlan, for doing this interview. Check out our site for bootleg Down Under leg attack DVDs. It's great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here over today over at the Grappling Hour. Again, cannot say it enough. Thank you guys again for your support. It's been a great day for grappling. We will see you guys on the mats. Peace.